A very good morning and a warm welcome to you, dear students, to your second geography lesson, The Sun, the Moon and the Earth, Part 2. Students, have you seen a solar and lunar eclipse on TV? And I'm sure you must be wondering how it happens. Let us see in this Part 2 of the lesson. Here you can see the picture of solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse. So let's see. Eclipses. What are eclipses? Do you know, children, what are eclipses? An eclipse takes place when one heavenly body, such as the moon or planet, moves into the shadow of another heavenly body. Here you can see there's an obstruction. There are two types of eclipses on the earth. One is lunar eclipse, second one is solar eclipse. Now what is a lunar eclipse? Lunar eclipse is the eclipse of the moon, where the earth is between the sun and the moon. Thereby we see that the earth's shadow falls on the moon. You can see the earth's shadows falling on the moon. So we have a lunar eclipse. Now what about solar eclipse? Solar eclipse is the eclipse of the sun, where the moon is between the sun and the earth. Thereby we see the moon shadow falls on the earth. In both the eclipses, the sun's light is being blocked, thereby causing the eclipse. Here you can see the sun's light is being blocked, and that's why an eclipse has been formed. That's what we call a solar eclipse. Here the sun's light also has been blocked by the earth, so it forms a lunar eclipse. Now how is it happening? The moon's revolutionary orbit makes an angle of 5 degrees with that of the earth while rotating around the earth. It makes an elliptical orbit while it's moving around the earth while it's rotating. It makes an angle of 5 degrees. Now you will see and learn how a lunar eclipse occurs and experience the real lunar eclipse which took place and occurred on 26 May 2021.
Total lunar eclipse, May 26, 2021. The first lunar eclipse of 2021 will occur on May 26. This will also be the only total lunar eclipse of the year, so it is a must-watch for all the sky watchers. The lunar eclipse occurs when the Sun, Earth and Moon align up in a straight line for the Earth's shadow to fall on the surface of the Moon. Due to the Earth's shadow, the Moon appears to be slightly reddish in color, giving it a name blood moon. This time the full moon will also be a supermoon. The orbit of Moon around the Earth is not circular. It is somewhat elliptical, which means that it is closer to the Earth for some time and far for the other time. If the full moon phase happens to coincide with the time it is closest to the Earth, the moon is called a supermoon. A lunar eclipse can happen only on the night of a full moon. Lunar eclipses are also known to have predicted earthquakes. An earthquake of magnitude 6.7 Richter scale occurred on February 9, 1971 in the foothills of the San Gabriel Mountains in Southern California. 15 hours later, a total lunar eclipse took place. Many suggested that the alignment of Sun, Earth and the Moon was responsible. It is believed that the Sun and Moon were pulling the Earth in exactly opposite directions on that day. As a result, the Earth is expanded into the shape of a rugby ball instead of a sphere. The tidal and gravitational forces caused by this expansion may have triggered the earthquake. However, any relation is highly inconclusive. The total lunar eclipse of May 26 will be visible in Australia, New Zealand, parts of the western US, western South America, or in Southeast Asia for the duration of 14 minutes. While a partial lunar eclipse will be visible in places like eastern US, eastern South America, India, China, Indonesia, and Japan. It is totally safe to watch a lunar eclipse with naked eyes and poses no harm whatsoever. An eclipse never comes alone. A solar eclipse always occurs about 2 weeks before or after a lunar eclipse. For this reason, be curious and eager to watch the annular solar eclipse on June 10, 2021. Stay safe and thanks for watching.
Now next, students, we have the lunar eclipse video. Super blood moon on 26 May 7:44 p.m. to 10:54 p.m. in Brisbane, Australia. I hope you all liked the real video of the lunar eclipse which happened on 26 May 2021. Now you will see and learn how a solar eclipse occurs. The real solar eclipse which happened in 2021 on 10th June. World will witness their annual solar eclipse known as Ring of Fire solar eclipse. Where to see and at what time? Some parts of the world will experience annual Ring of Fire, while some part will experience partial solar eclipse. Annular solar eclipse path, red umbrella shaped, in Canada, eclipse will begin over here. Toronto, annular, equalite, annular. Best view was at coast of Lake Superior, northeast of Thunder Bay. Greenland, visible after sunrise. Best visible in Nuuk. Kanak and Illucitor. Russia, around sunset. Siberia. Timings are given over there. USA, we will experience partial eclipse. Chicago, New York, Washington DC, northern and eastern part of USA, eclipse will be visible at sunrise. Southern and western part of USA will not be able to see, unfortunately. And unfortunately in India it won't be visible, but Ladakh will be able to see. And Arunachal Pradesh. Ring of Fire solar eclipse, which you will now see now, children. Parts of the northern hemisphere. This is a rare eclipse. It emerged at horizon at dawn. New York's last sunrise eclipse was in 1800s. Now they experience a partial solar eclipse which was visible at dawn. That means in the morning. Parts of the USA and Canada. Solar eclipse like this one occur when the moon passes between the earth and the sun. So I hope you have understood this part, students. It was very clear and very visual, and I'm sure you have understood it. Now it's time for the quiz. We're going to play the online live quiz, which is a Kahoot quiz. Geography came, you have 8 questions. Select the right option, 4 questions. Tick whether true or false 2 questions, and who am I 2 questions. Here the instructions are given below, and in the description we have the game link. Click below in the description to play the game. Game pin has also been given here. I hope you have understood this part. Thank you.